What's up, guys? So, one of the people who follow my Elvis is the Man Instagram page showed me this video of Priscilla and Jerry Schilling, and they told me, you know, that Priscilla doesn't like the song Tiger Man. And I'm like, what? You don't like Tiger Man? I don't think I've met an Elvis fan or talked to an Elvis fan that doesn't like Tiger Man. That's like one of the staples. I just did a video, the best live performances from 1970, and that was in one of them. Like, I'm like, no way, let me look at this. So, this is the footage she was showing me. Take a look. And I know I have to put certain things like copyright in my videos, because if I just let the song play, it'll get a copyright, you know, it may be blocked. Like, I'm just working with one video right now where it's blocked in certain countries. I gotta mess with that. That's one of the reasons why I started a Patreon, because I can put stuff up there that YouTube won't necessarily allow. So anyway, and the link to that is in the description. Back to the video. And the awkward, just like knowing that the camera's on you and you gotta pretend like you're into it and you're bopping your head a little bit. Am I the only one who thought that was a little awkward?
Oh.
Oh. Why when she hears that song does she say that?
You know, I never really, this was not one of my favorite songs.
What? Not one of your favorite songs? If you agree with Priscilla that, oh, Tiger Man's not one of my favorite songs. Tiger Man? So this was put in, Elvis first did this. He always says this was like his first record or one of his first few records. Unless there's some type of newly discovered thing that comes out soon, I don't see any evidence that Elvis did this originally. You know, maybe he meant like Mystery Train Tiger Man. But Elvis first did this, as we know, in 1968 for the comeback special. Way back! Way back! Way back! And again, it's annoying because I can only put a few seconds of that in there without it messing up the video because of YouTube. But anyway, I love YouTube. But, you know, that's just one of the things I got to deal with. Anyway, so she says that's not one of her favorite songs. That was actually taken out of the '68 special when it originally aired by Colonel Parker, because he says, this has got to be a Christmas special. We didn't do this, da 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 da. And you know the whole deal with Elvis and Steve Binder, how Steve convinced Elvis, which really didn't need much convincing for Elvis to do the special as he wanted. But this was actually taken out of the first aired TV special and replaced by Blue Christmas. And it should have been put in and left in the first time for the special, but it re-aired the '68 comeback special in 1969, and it was put back in, you know, replacing Blue Christmas, which I think was a great idea.
The performance was great though, right?
The performance was good. I thought the performance was great. I just was never one of my favorite songs, and I never had that many, obviously, of Elvis songs that I didn't care about, because all of his songs were great.
So Priscilla was privileged.
It's a great privilege.
To be at so many live Elvis concerts. Yeah, the guys didn't have her and other wives around like they probably should have, you know. You know how that goes. I'm not getting into that topic. But think about it from Priscilla's perspective. Her sitting in the audience, I know she was at the opening 1970 engagement. I'm pretty sure I don't know why she wouldn't be at the July 31st, 1969 opening. She saw Elvis innumerable times in Las Vegas and on the road. You're telling me that when you see Elvis perform Tiger Man, that you're not like, yeah, any hardcore Elvis fan, which you would think your wife would be hardcore Elvis fan. You know, maybe she didn't like that song. That doesn't mean she's not a hardcore Elvis fan. But I'm just totally surprised that Priscilla, who actually got to see the live performances like as they were happening. Well, I'm the king of the jungle, they call me the tiger. Of Elvis doing Tiger Man. Yeah, he didn't do it in January 19. Actually, yeah. But anyway, back to the point. how could she see that firsthand? Like, actually have attended the shows where he did it. Hear Ronnie with the drums and just think, oh, you know, not really one of my favorite songs, Elvis. You know, but then she's like, no, it was great. It was great. But I just find this is funny to me, you know.
People ask me, what is my favorite Elvis song? I mean, no one sang ballads like he did, and every time I pick a song, there's another song that comes on. So I have to say pretty much.
There's different eras in his life where
yeah,
you know.
And you have to remember too, we were so much a part of all the songs that he sang. We knew the moods he was in.
Yeah.
You know, we knew what he thought about them. We kind of lived those songs with him. But this one never really made that big of an impression. You know what it did do? It was a great showcase for Ronnie Tutt.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
You know, if there were all his karate,
right.
you know, performances
and
there, the break.
And again, Ronnie accentuating.
That's right. And Tiger Man. And the drums, Ronnie went crazy, and Elvis loved it.
This story actually reminds me of a story that I read out of an Elvis book. I forgot what it was. It might have been the one, Last Train to Memphis. Peter and Ernest. I think they were I think both of them authored that book. But anyway, it was a good one. Here's the story. So that reminds me of when Elvis, I believe it was when he recorded "There's Always Me" in the early '60s, which is a song that I like. And he was really proud of it. "There's Always Me." Elvis really thought he did a great job at the ending. There's always me. And you know, Elvis was like so excited and eager to show Priscilla. He showed her, and according to the story, she was like,
you know, I never really, this was not one of my favorite songs.
Elvis, you know, why don't you do more songs like, more rock songs? And I think one of the explanations or the examples was like, suggestions was like, why don't you do Jailhouse Rock and more like that? And when I was reading the book, I was like, yeah, Elvis, I wish you would be doing more rock songs. Because you notice like Elvis kind of got away somewhat from the rock songs, like in the 50s. Yeah, he did Little Sister, but they were kind of intermittent. And that's another conversation about the 70s. But I was kind of on Priscilla's side at that point, like, yeah, Elvis, we all know you do great ballads, but you gotta put in some more of that rock stuff, you know? But that actually reminds me, because Priscilla wasn't afraid to criticize Elvis, evidently. But Elvis never liked it. You know, I guess what he did was like, he threw the record and got so mad at Priscilla for critiquing him like that. And Elvis did not like that. So even the Memphis Mafia had to walk on eggshells sometimes about what you'd say and don't say about Elvis's recordings.